move. Everybody stay together. Go potty. Holla at me. I got you. You feel me? Official scope. Shout out to Breeders Hack. You know what I mean? You need to check your mail. Come holla at me. Small fee. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? You need a PG test. Come holla at me. It's here. It's here. You need a PG test. DM me. I tell you the numbers for that too. Long story short, I'm gonna show y'all what we added. I know y'all, some seen the video, some didn't. I will be using the TCI gun for the first time today. You know what I mean? I've been doing my homework on it. You know what I mean? Listen, if you don't try it, you're never gonna learn. You know what I mean? So, even with doing my homework, I ain't gonna lie, it look crazy. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna charge it. Pardon me. I'm gonna charge it today because it will be getting used today. You know what I mean? For those, like I said, I was gonna explain what's a TCI gun. Know what I mean? So a TCI gun is like, it's like the new way to do a surgical. Might as well call that. Might as well want to say that. You know what I mean? It's a new way to make sure, you know what I mean, that snipe get in, you know what I mean? To make sure. I play too much, I know. But it's like, let's say you want to cut your female open, right, to do a surgical. Those that know what's a surgical. All right, let me explain it real quick. You got letting the dose get stuck. You know what I mean? That's the organic way, how I say. You got an AI. You can do an AI. That's doing it yourself. You know what I mean? Putting that in there, doing it yourself. You can do an AI. Hold on. Like I said, you can do it with an AI. You know what I mean? Some know it was an AI. Do I have some AI kits right here? No, I got them over there. You do an AI. You could do a surgical. Now, a surgical is basically cutting your female open. You want to cut your female open and put the semen inside of there. You know what I mean? This right here, this is like, it's gonna prevent you from cutting your female open. You know what I mean? This will be the closest to a surgical. You know what I mean? So I say it will be this and then the surgical. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of people that use this and they said it hits all the time if you know what you're doing. So this is my first time. You know what I mean? I'm not scared to try new things when it comes to this dog shit, man. I'm really invested in. I'm too deep into even try to go backwards. You feel me? So like I said, man, we invested. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My God and goddesses are always on by my side. The bully gods is always on by my side. You know what I mean? Because anyone could do anything if you put your mind to it. You know what I mean? But some people just don't wanna take that big step. You feel me? And I'm one of those that don't mind doing that. You know what I mean? I took them losses, and listen, I don't see this as a loss. You know what I mean? I do not see this as a loss, but I'm about to try it. You know what I mean? And listen, wish me luck. No lie, wish me luck, man. Wish me luck. So I seen a couple of videos, and I see the female cannot move. She need to make sure the female do not move, because basically like an AI, you're going to go in, you're going to slide it in to where it's supposed to go, and then you're going to go slow. And at the end, it's supposed to be a camera. At the end of it is a camera. So you will see, You know what I mean? And you can press record. So I will be recording this. I will be posting this. You know what I mean? So you could basically go, but slow. And then this little trigger right here, supposed to put air. Basically, if you see like blood in there, like, oh, another thing. With this, you could check if your female's holding blood. Because this most female that don't take because they be holding blood. You know what I mean? I feel like some of my females were holding blood. That's why they didn't take. You know what I mean? And I didn't drain my female out. You feel me? For my last 2 breeders that didn't take, I didn't drain them out. So with this right here, I will be using this to check if they holding blood and be using this to push in some semen. You know what I mean? So this right here comes in handy. This really comes in handy. So let me explain real quick. If you see your female holding blood, you could drain her out. How to drain her out, I'll show y'all a video on how to drain her out. You know what I mean? But this right here, it could show you a lot. It got a little camera right here, you know what I mean? You can see while you're going in. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, I have not used it. You can see it's in the plastic. Brand new. Brand new. I have not used it. I'm gonna use it today. You feel me? I'm gonna use it today. Let's see what happens, man. Wish me luck. Like I said, man, I'm not scared. I'm not scared to like learn new things. You feel me? I like to learn new things. I should have just said that from the beginning. It sounds more positive, right? I like to learn new things, man. So at the end of the day, that's what we doing, man. I'm here with a snipey. With that snipey, I mean. So yeah, man. Breeding coming up. Y'all do sabe Spanish P. Quick little video to show y'all I'm working. You know what I mean? Like I said, you need to see me check on your male. Your male's about 9 to 10 months. You want to see if he's ready or he's almost ready? Get at me for a small fee. I got you. You know what I mean? You need a PG test? Get at me. You need a pregnancy test? Get at me. You know what I mean? We'll make it work. Y'all do sabe Spanish P. Aye! What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Spanish P tapping in. Spanish P tapping in. So the panels are in, ladies and gentlemen. The panels are in. I got 16 in here. I got 16 more upstairs. You know what I mean? The panels are in. Shout out to Tammy. She invests in the camp. For those that don't know who's Tammy, she's a co-owned with Tiger Eye. You know what I mean? She invests in the camp. She's always investing in the camp, man. So I appreciate her. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? She got these panels right here to add into the other panels I had got. You know what I mean? That's love right there, man. Spanish P Bulls, y'all do sabe. So I'm going to show y'all where I got these from, where she got these from, Amazon. So I'll show y'all real quick. So what I'm going to do is attach these. I'm going to attach these to the ones I already have. So I already chose the area I'm going to put them at. Basically, it's going to go straight down, maybe to the fire pit. We got enough. So instead of a circle, I'm going to do a square. You know what I mean? But just know you don't want no squares in your circle. Yeah. For you, I had to move the camera. The wind blew it. So like I was saying, you don't want no squares in your circles, man. But right here, this is for the dogs. So I'm going to put their playpen, you know what I mean, squared up. They're going to have enough room. I get to throw all the dogs in there this time. You know what I mean? Not just a few, all of them. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit, you know what I mean? Get right to it. We don't have a lot of time. Next thing you know, the sun is gone. For those that don't like that I got my shirt off, I'm sorry. I just like the sun gaze as I work. I love the sun, man. Sun gaze. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about that on my channel before. Sun gazing is very good for you, man. You can't listen when they say the sun causes cancer. Because everything we eat causes cancer. And that's a fact. So let me see if these are the same size as the ones I already got. I know they are. I'm not tripping. Yes, they are. Okay. That's perfect. That's how I like it. So we did get the right ones. Nice. I had got those about a year ago, maybe a little more than a year. You know what I mean? And they held up. I wanted to see how they're gonna hold up, you know what I mean? And they held up real good. So what I'm gonna do is take apart the ones that I got around circled. I'm gonna take those apart, and then I'm gonna just add. I'm gonna add a straight line going down. My yard is like a hill, but we're gonna make it work, man. We're gonna make it work. Somehow, some way, we're gonna make it work. You know what I mean? Long story short, where I had the 10 by 10, I just finished cleaning all that. So let me take this apart. Let me take those apart, and I'm gonna start adding. You know what I mean? Ya tú sabes, Spanish P. Alright, so for this to stay steady, what I'm gonna do is, I see the little bricks and stuff. I got a bunch of bricks right here. I got a bunch of bricks over there, and I got a lot of tree logs. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the bricks on the outside to keep it steady. I'm gonna lay them on the outside, and like between like maybe like every 2 doors, I'm gonna put a tree log. That way it could be steady until the grass grow. You know what I mean? The grass could grow over there, and it makes the panel stronger. As you can see in the beginning, when I was pulling it, it was kind of hard because it was digged in. You know what I mean? It was in the ground. But it's about to be winter, so hopefully, you know, this stay up. You know what I mean? I got a few doors that like jumping on the panels, but hopefully it stay up. So my plan is, I don't got a straight line, but my plan is to come down. Maybe I can come down as much panels I got. This guy's playing with the water. Shut the water off! As much panels I got, it might lead to down here. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, I got 16 panels. You know what I mean? I got 16 panels for this side, and I got 16 panels for this side. So whatever this side is going to end at, I'm going to make sure I got maybe like at least 3 left to curve in. You know what I mean? To make that square. So basically, I'll be putting about 13 panels on this side, 13 panels on this side, and then closing them in. You know what I mean? Let's see, you know what I mean? Because I'm winging it. Let's see what happens. You build a little, mansion for him.
I make a little house.
You build a house for him?
Yeah.
Oh! He got up!
Ah, not himself. I'll make it a more so you can't see.
Oh, y'all, check it out. I got the first box open. My boy been helping me, you know what I mean, put in all the rocks. Hey, you got 2 more rocks over there.
Oh, yeah.
2 more bricks. Put them right there. He just cannot leave that frog alone. Thank you. So, be careful. You don't got no shoes on. We're putting the tree stumps to try to keep it steady, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're gonna do our best to try to keep it steady. Put it right there, exactly how that is. All right, we got the first box open. So now I'm ripping some out. As you can see, I'm ripping some out from over there. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna start lining it up so it will be like right here. You know what I mean? So we would just bring it down. I gotta get the other box from the top. I got more bricks right here. I will use some of the bricks that's right there, and then I'm gonna mold inside of this. And hopefully, you know what I mean? We get this done by today before the sun goes out. It's going down little by little, man. Let's get to work. Say, what's up?
Hiya. That was poopy idea. Yeah! That's his idea. Oh, it's dead. He's trying. Dad, the sloth's trying.
Spanish P, both, ya tú sabes. Hey, yo, check it out, y'all. Now, I expand it. Almost done. I'm just lead blowing a few things. I put this here to see if they jump on that, you know what I mean? I catch good flicks on that, maybe. Let's see what happens. This tool, to see if they jump on top of this, I catch some good flicks. You know what I mean? So, it's expand, y'all. You know what I mean? Those that remember my last video, that's the fire pit. So that's how far I came down. This is pretty far. This is a big area. I will be having all the dogs in here. You know what I mean? I ripped out so many bricks out the dirt. If you see all these bricks on the side. Oh, man. Hey, yo, like 90% of these bricks came off under dirt. Underground. You know what I mean? So that's what I was doing. So, you know, my back is burning right now. You know what I mean? So I had a bunch of potholes right here off the bricks. So I decided to get all of these and put these in here. Look, this is how real it is. Look, there's one more. Pardon me. Got a phone call. Look, this is how real it is. This is how real it is. I missed this one. I'm going to leave it there, man. That ain't bothering nobody. I took so many of these out the ground. So many of them out the ground. Eventually, I want to put gravel through all this. You know what I mean? That was my plan. Maybe I'll put one full side full of gravel and the other side free. Or one full side full of gravel and then add some concrete. You know what I mean? This little guy. My son was here, he would have been throwing you, no lie. But yeah, man, it's a process, man. We working at all times. I'm gonna put this side full of gravel because I don't like this hill. You know what I mean? I don't like this hill. So I might put this whole side full of gravel and that side just probably leave it. I'll probably just put concrete in the middle. You see how it is in the middle? That's why I had the 10 by 10 with the tarp on the floor and the pool. I had the pool in there and I had a bunch of rocks. I moved all those rocks right here. So yeah, I might do the little concrete area in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, it's just been working for real. Came out of work, came straight back here. I got to bath a few dogs. I got a few dogs going home, so look at this. Where he at? I peeped that. That's the second one. I know y'all seen that. Oh, there he goes. Anyways, man, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna leave blow this, and then I'm gonna let some dogs run around for a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all some footage of that. You know what I mean? We don't want this here. That's the weed eater string. I'm gonna continue to leave blowing this the best way I can. You know what I mean? I got this left. I might leave blow a little bit over here and a little bit over there, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna let these dogs out before the sun go down. I want to bath a few dogs before the sun go down. Spanish P signing out. Ya tú sabes, man. Ay. Got a few females out right now. Stop. Had them out for a little bit already. You know what I mean? Hey! She's always pressing somebody.